Claude Code can now build websites that don't look like AI slop. I'll show you 3 ways to do it even if you never used Claude Code or have zero web design experience. Method 1. You pick a brand you love, BMW, Airbnb, Wise, and Claude will just copy their style and build your own website to match that style. I'll give you 70 brand kits to choose from. You get the same look and feel, all under 10 minutes. Method 2. You screenshot any live website you like and Claude rebuilds it for you. It uses the front-end design skill that comes out of the box with Claude. Method 3. Animated 3D websites that normally cost thousands. This one's for you if you want a hero section that stops people scrolling. It uses Seedance 2 through Higgs field to generate animations. Let me show you exactly how to build them. The first method gives Claude design superpowers. We will install a repository called Awesome Design, and this way we will tell Claude what an amazing website looks like. This repository was especially built for coding agents to fix their biggest weakness when it comes to designing websites. This repo gained a lot of popularity. In just 55 days, it got 84,000 stars. Here is the plan. We will clone this repository with just one command, and after that, we will get access to more than 70 brand kits, and basically, each one of the brands has typography, colors, components, how the buttons should look like, how the menu should behave. This way, you just pick your preferred style out of the 73 options and you will get pixel-perfect UI in just one prompt. Let's open Claude Code in Visual Studio and clone this repository. If you never installed Visual Studio till now, the installation is very simple. You just go to this website, create a new local folder on your computer. In my case, I called it Awesome Design Websites because Claude works inside a folder, and simply open that empty folder. It should look like this. At the first time, you will go to extensions, install the Claude extension, and click this icon. Next, all we have to do is go to this repository, Awesome Design MD, and now you can open multiple brands. You have different variations. Let's check out a couple of them. This is how a cursor design system would look like. We have the brand kit, surface, how the text will be. Other category from fintech, you have Binance, look and feel in a more tech style. Revolut, Stripe. Oh, Stripe has a nice website. Let's check it out. This is the design system for them. You also have e-commerce, Airbnb, Meta, Nike, Apple, lots of options. I will choose BMW, Airbnb, and Wise. So we will clone these 3 websites together. To clone this repository, I'm gonna prompt Claude, hey, please install me this repository, and I just paste the link inside the prompt. Next, the file explorer will contain this folder, design MD, and all the available brand kits will be here. We can see we have Airbnb, Apple, Bugatti, Ferrari, Figma, Lovable. Next, we are gonna use one single prompt to create BMW, Airbnb, and Wise. So I'm gonna prompt it. Please build me these 3 websites, and when you are done, open them in Chrome so I can check it out. So it's gonna go to Design MD, pick up the style, and it's gonna start building the HTML for my review. This is what we got. This is the first draft. It's pretty close to how Airbnb looks like. And now let's assume we want to populate it with some images. Let's generate one image for the first property, which is in California. I'm gonna generate one image with GBT image 2. So I took a print screen of the area of my website and I asked Claude AI this time. So I mean Claude AI, not Claude Code. I'm gonna ask it to give me a prompt so that I can generate a realistic image of my property, and I'm gonna upload it to the Airbnb website. Hey, please generate me a prompt for the image generation model. I need it to be a realistic one for these properties. And I get the first prompt, a villa in Malibu. Next, to generate this image, I'm using a marketplace, both for image generation and for video generation. It's called key.ai. And I'm gonna choose GPT image 2. I just pick it from the menu. I use the prompt that Claude gave me, and I'm gonna click run. Few moments later, I get this beautiful image and I'm ready to upload it to my Airbnb website. So now I go back to Claude Code and I'm gonna prompt it. Hey, I just got this image. Please add it for the first property in your list. And the website was updated. Next, I'm gonna experiment with building this website more. Let's say that this villa will only be available during the weekends. So I'm just gonna go and prompt Claude. Hey, please only make this property available during the weekends. This is the first request. And then we are gonna also integrate a payment method. So I'm gonna connect my Airbnb copy website to a payment processor, which will be Stripe. All I have to do is ask Claude again. Please also add Stripe payment integration. And I have one Stripe API key. Basically, this is the method of connection. This is how Claude Code will integrate Stripe into my website via this API key. We will create it together and I will show you step by step. I will ask Claude, hey, please create a file called .env that is short for environment variables so that we don't leak these API keys inside this chat. This is best practice, so the sensitive data should never be put inside this chat. So I'm gonna ask Claude to create this file. Now let's go to Stripe. I am on a sandbox environment, so this is just a demo account. Just go to developers, API keys, create a new one, choose the first option, and let's check out. The availability was updated and the .env file was created. So all we have to do is check out the first implementation. As we can see, we have this small tag, weekends only. The tag was also added in here when we see the details of the property. And in the calendar, the first check-in day, it is indeed only Friday, which is correct. I can also add the guest, so if I want to reserve it, I'm redirected to the payment page. As of now, it has no payment method. So to enable the payment method, we have to copy the API key from Stripe and put it in Claude Code in the file called .env. Don't worry, these are just dummy API keys from the sandbox environment. As we can see, we have the file .env. As of now, it just has dummy data placeholders. So we have to copy the two keys, the secret and the publishable one. I just put the variables here and I let Claude know. Hey Claude, my keys were just added. Please go ahead and implement the payment processing flow. And I just take a screenshot so that it knows which page should it add it to. So this is the checkout page and I send this print screen to Claude. Great, seems like it's done. It asked me to refresh the browser. So I'm gonna go ahead and refresh it. I refreshed it, but the page is still empty. So it looks like at the first attempt, it didn't go through. So I asked Claude to redo it and check it one more time. And the second time it was a success. So I have all the fields with the card number, expiration date, security code, country, zip code, so on and so forth. So to test it out, see that it actually works, because I'm in a Stripe sandbox, I have to use a test account and then I can confirm and pay. This is the page where you can get test card numbers. You cannot test it with a real card. You have to use this address, docs.stripe.com/testing. And from here you can copy a card number. I use the first one. And for the expiration date and the code, I just put some random digits. I just confirm and pay, and let's see if it works. Great, it looks like the mandatory fields are highlighted. I'm gonna fill them up one more time. So this is working correctly. Let's do the first payment, and the payment was processed successfully. At this moment, we were able to copy to mimic Airbnb design. We implemented the payment processing and uploaded one custom asset inside one of the properties. And we also updated the booking period. So this villa will only be available during the weekends. Now you can imagine if you want to build the entire website, it's the exact same process. Go ahead and prompt Claude until you are happy with the result. I'm happy with the Airbnb first copy that we have. Now let's check out the other two websites, the copy of Wise and BMW. This is Wise. As you can see, it is from localhost, right? So it's inside my own computer. The color palette was respected. We have 3 pricing tiers. It's really close. How much do we want to send? So this is actually functional. Can I delete it? Let's see. Let's compare it to the original Wise. This is the original one. I think it got it pretty close. So the font is the same, the color palettes, the entire structure of the website. Really nice. Now let's check out the BMW. This one has a different menu with a different font. And I'm curious how does the original one looks like. It's pretty damn close. This menu and the font, the logo is not the right one, but we can copy the logo and ask Claude to update it. This is not an issue. Now the next step is to actually populate this structure, the first draft that you get when you copy the original website, and populate it with your own data. If you don't like any of the 70 brand kits available in the amazing design GitHub repo, you can use the second method, which is leveraging Claude's front-end design skill. We are gonna follow 6 easy steps. By the end of this video, you are gonna have your website live so you can share it with your friends. Step 1, we are gonna install Claude, make sure we enable the front-end design skill, and open it up in VS Code. When you open it up for the very first time, it looks like this. We are gonna create a new empty folder. I'm gonna name mine copy website. The plan is that we will choose a design. We will first copy that exact design and then we will customize it with our own content, brand, fonts, and colors. Next, we are gonna copy paste one file, claude.md. You can grab this exact file from the first link in the description. This is how it looks like. Temporarily, I'm gonna close Claude, and this is just a markdown file. This is a format easy to read for the agent. If we want to see in a user-friendly way, we can press Command-Shift-V. If you are on Windows, Google how to see a markdown file in a user-friendly way. Markdown just means that it has headers, subheaders, and these paragraphs, right? This is all it is. This markdown file has 3 ways of building website, and the first one we're gonna use is copying an existing design. This is what we are gonna do. I won't read through it, but you can take your time and read it top to bottom if you want to. Make sure your plugin for frontend is enabled. I will search for frontend and I can see mine it's already installed. This is the one, so in case it's turned off, just enable it. At this moment, we completed step 1. We open Claude Code inside VS Code and the front-end design skill is enabled. We also added Claude MD file. Step number 2 is also complete. Next, we have to select some inspiration websites. We have 2 options. You can search a live website that you already saw and like. And option 2, you can start with a template from a collection of websites. If you need inspiration, Dribbble.com it's a great option. They have many templates, so you can just scroll through here and choose one that you like. Cut. Or you can just grab a website that you saw from your favorite brands and try to get that structure in place. The goal is to get the entire structure of the site, but customize it with your own brand assets. For demo purposes, I will fetch this website that it's already live. We are first gonna get our URL, the one we decided to use as inspiration. You are gonna go to firecrawl.dev. This website will fetch the identity of that website, like the typography, colors, and even one screenshot. Make sure you select the correct formats. So you have to tick all these 3 options: branding, screenshot, markdown. Just put your URL here and start scraping. Once Firecrawl is done, you are gonna see the download option. The format is JSON, but we don't really care about the content. It's basically a special format, looks like this, but no need to understand all the details. Download this file, that's all we have to worry about. Next, I'm gonna go back to Visual Studio and I'm gonna prompt Claude to create me a folder called brand assets. It's gonna be created here at the same level with this file, the file called ClaudeMD. Grab all the brand assets that we fetched with help from Firecrawl and please recreate this exact website. Once you have it in place, please open it up in Chrome for me to review it. Make sure you also upload the file you just got from Firecrawl. The building started and it's gonna take a couple of minutes. I'm gonna be back once we have a first draft. As we can see, the folders are getting created. We have the brand assets folder and we also have screenshots and references. Let's see how it populates it one by one. We have a first version said, hey, I already opened it in Chrome, so go ahead and review it. This is what we get. So it's opened on our local computer. And let's check it out. Looks similar, but I can see a couple of mistakes, right? So if we compare it to the original has this part in white. Frequently asked question, I think it's something like white or something similar. But for the first draft, in only one prompt, I'm pretty impressed. So it was able to copy the structure, the main structure, pretty well. So now, once you identify what the problems are, here is what you are gonna do. You are gonna screenshot the problem. So say, hey Claude, this is the actual result on localhost. And let's say I notice one problem in this area. So I'm gonna screenshot it. And I'm gonna show it the expected results of the original, right? This is the original. Hey, I noticed a couple of problems compared to the original. So I gave you two print screens. The first one represents the actual result, what you implemented. The second one, it's expected outcome, right? It's the original one. And now I will do another thing. I will ask Claude to take full print screens of this website. A full print screen contains the entire website top to bottom, not what we only see right here. We need to scroll, right? So I'll ask it, can you take full page print screens and make sure you compare it? Can you also take full page print screens and place them in a reference? I would like you to check the full page print screen, the original website, compared to what you built. Inside the folder called references, we have 6 images, right? So we have 3 images for the actual result, the implementation made by Claude. They are called with impl in the beginning. And the original source, the website we want to take inspiration from. For each one of these two sources, we have 3 dimensions, desktop, mobile, and tablet, right? And all of these pictures, as we can see, contain the entire website. If I go through them, so it's everything, right? In mobile format in this case, and for tablet, this is how it looks like. So what happens now? Claude will use its capability to read images and it's gonna compare the screenshots one by one and identify where are the problems. So it's gonna make a couple of iterations. It's gonna go in a loop until it decides it's good enough. So for example, now it says, okay, I saw a problem, the middle banner was too dominant, and the reference, the original style, doesn't have this visual separation. So it identified by itself a problem and it's removing it, it's fixing it before it shows us the new version. And this is how it's gonna go all along. Claude is gonna find some problems and fixing them, then you're gonna verify it. Open it in the browser and do a visual inspection. Hey, is this okay? If not, give it print screens and tell it where the problems are. Seems like we have a new option and it also gave us a summary. Here are the the fixes I made. Bam bam. So I just refreshed the local host on this port and let's see how it looks like. I think it fixed it. So it looks very similar to the original, but not 100% identical. Let's have one more look at the original. This is the original one. So I think this part was not respected, but the rest it's pretty close. Now we found one inspiration website and we have the structure of the original website, but we want to replace the soul of the website, meaning adding our own brand details, your colors, your typography, your logo, and the actual content. You don't want just a copy-paste version, right? This takes us to step 4, a brand book. Here you have two options. You can either upload your own brand book if you already have one, or if you don't, you can build one with Claude. For this demo, let's assume this is our brand book. So we have this color palette with a new typography, and I have it in a PDF format. So all I'm gonna do is ask Claude to update the existing website, but please use my exact colors. If you don't have this already, one option is the following. In case you already have a website, for example, you can fetch your own website, send it to Claude and ask it, hey, please build me a brand book based on my real website. So I'm gonna go back in the chat and say, please update this with my own colors and my brand book. And I just upload the PDF. And in the end, you will get your exact colors. As we can see, we replaced the purple with the blues. We have also this light blue color till the end, right? And you can use the same logic for everything. So if you have your own logo, upload it in the chat. If you want to change your image, place your own pictures, your own content menu, just go back to the chat and upload it here. Next, if you want to add some special styling, you can do this. Let's say you want a particular element, your menu, or you want a cool 3D animation. You can only modify certain parts of the website if you want to. A good source of inspiration is this website, 21st.dev. They have many options here, so you can go for backgrounds, borders, hero section, maps. So every part of the website that you can imagine, you can get some inspiration here. Well, how about we add one animation, maybe this purple one. Do you think it will look good on this? I'm thinking to add it here, but I think this purple will hurt our eyes, right? But let's do it. See, oh, the goal is to see it working and not to get any award for design capabilities. So the idea is that you can do anything you can imagine. I'm gonna copy this prompt and go back to Claude and ask it to place this purple animation, let's say, and I'm gonna screenshot this part right here. So I'm gonna add the purple animation in this area and let's say remove the persons, right? Let's see how it looks like. And I asked it to make sure the purple that it's gonna be added doesn't compete with the rest of the website. Let's see what we get. And this is what we got. I think it's really nice. So the original one was this one. The style is identical. We just changed the color palette so that it matches the current website design. You can choose any website effect you like. This one is really cool. So many options on 21st.dev. So this was building a website from a website that was already live, right? So the steps were, we took the URL, we put it in Firecrawl. Firecrawl fetched the brand identity of the live website, and then we recreated it inside the Claude. Now, what if you want to start with a website that it's not live? Basically, you just have some screenshots. Well, you can do the same. Let me show you how. If you start from Dribbble or any other website and you search, let's say I'm looking for a dashboard, you can pick your own style. The one I chose is this one. So As you can see, the source it's Dribbble. So this time you just open it up, take a screenshot, and send it to Claude directly. You don't need to use Firecrawl for this. So when starting from an existing template, from a source like dribble.com, just screenshot it and send it to Claude. So this is what I got. I started from Dribbble, and this is the local one that Claude built. I think it's pretty close, not identical. I think this circle diagram has some changes, but I think it's pretty close. And this works for any type of website, landing pages, product pages, anything you can imagine. Step 5, it's now complete. We only have one more step left. The goal of the last step is to take this website that we have built locally on our computer and make it publicly available so you can grab that link and share it with your friend. To do so, we are gonna get the code, Claude code built but locally on our computer. We are gonna push it to something called GitHub. This one will help us to store all our versions. Let's say today I have version number 1, but I want to keep building on this website until I'm happy with the final version. This is what GitHub help us with. It will store all the versions. And then to get a live link that you can share with anybody, we are going to use Vercel. Here you have two options. You can get a free link. So the URL will be something random generated by Vercel, or you can even buy your own domain. So if you want it to be mybusiness.com, you can buy a domain from Vercel. First, you're gonna go to GitHub and register, create an account with them. After that, you're gonna create a new repository, and I'm gonna name mine website builder, and I'm gonna make it private, so I don't want anybody else to see the code that Claude Code wrote, so I'm gonna make it private for now. And I'm just gonna create this repo. The repo was created, I'm gonna copy this one and go back to Claude. I'm gonna clear the conversation. This is best practice. You should keep one conversation going as long as you are working on the same topic. Now we changed the topic, so I'm gonna clear the context. So I'm gonna give it this link and ask it, oh, hey, can you help me push this website that you just built in this workspace to this GitHub repo? I want to make this website live. It's gonna ask me if I want to only push the website related files or everything else. Let's say only this one. It might ask you to log in if this is the very first time you are using this account. Great, so now if I check the link, the repo I just created, we can see the HTML and only the critical assets were deployed. So basically now we can say we have version number 1 of the website stored safely. Next, we are gonna go to Vercel. Here, you need to use the same email as the one you used for Git, or you can even log in using your GitHub account. And we're gonna create a new project. You can select the one we just built. So the name was this one, website builder, import, deploy. Our first deploy is in progress, so I can go continue to dashboard, and here I have the option I told you about. So you have the option to use this website on a free link provided by Vercel, which is some random string, or if you have your own domain or you want to buy one so that the website is nicely hosted on your domain business.com or something similar, you can buy the domain here. Continue to dashboard, and let's say this is the link. So this is the random string we got. Now that your first website was published on Vercel and you even added a simple animation, what if you want to build even more complex websites? If you like big hero sections with complex 3D effects, then method 3 is the one for you. Here's one for real estate. It has this beautiful home with a zooming effect through all the rooms. And here's another one for a car rental company. It has this 3D effect. We are gonna use Seedance, Higgsfield, and Claude Code and build both of these websites from the ground up. The 3 simple steps that we are gonna follow are universal. You can use the same logic to build any website you can imagine. Step 1, let's get some inspiration. So if you already saw a website that you like and you want to build it up, all you need is a couple of screenshots. Another source could be Pinterest, or you can go to a website like Dribbble. This is an amazing source of inspiration. In my case, I looked for real estate and I chose one example that I really liked. So we're gonna go with the first one. So you're gonna save all these images in your computer. Let's see how many we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 images. So grab as many images from your desired website and save it in downloads. Step 2, create the assets so that we can reuse them inside our website. So what we need is this video for the hero section of the website. And we have two paths to generate the video that we need. You have path 1, which is having one prompt and using just the text of the prompt to get the video in a MP4 format. Or you have the second path, which is having a prompt to generate a reference image and have that image together with another prompt to get the final video. And we're gonna build each one of these one by one so you can see the difference. So let's start. I will take a screenshot, the first image of this house, and I'm gonna ask Claude for help. So I'm gonna ask Claude, hey Claude, please generate me one prompt for a video generation model so that I can get a nice MP4 as the hero section of my website. And this is exactly what I did. I just used Claude.ai, the regular chat. I just sent this picture as attachment and asked it, please write me a prompt. And I want it to last 15 seconds because this is the maximum duration from Sidons. And come up with a scenario that is in slow-mo. So we want a luxury feel and the video needs to be slow. And this is the prompt we got. And we have here one image plus the prompt, right? So we have reference image plus prompt, and the output will be a video. As you can see, we have each scene for every second of the video, right? So from 5 to 10, 10 to 15, so on and so forth. I will attach all these prompts in the first link in the description. You can grab them directly. So now all we have to do is copy this prompt, go to higgsfield.ai and register with them and go with video, and we are gonna open Sidons 2.0, which is the most advanced model as of now. In here you are gonna upload the image, the reference image that you just screenshot, right? The reference image that you want and the prompt we got from Claude. And click generate. Make sure it's in the correct format, which will be 16:9, and the duration will be 15 seconds in my case and 180p. Once the video is generated, you're gonna get it right here and you're gonna see it in your history. So at this moment, all we have to do is download this video. I'm gonna save it on my computer because we need it to build the entire website and we're gonna embed this video in the hero section. Next, we are gonna open Claude Code inside Visual Studio. If you already have it installed, feel free to skip this step, but 30 seconds installer guide. Just go to visualstudio.com, choose your operating system, and once you're gonna open it up, it's gonna look like this. So we only have to pay attention to a couple of parts. This one is called the File Explorer, and then we are gonna use the extensions right here. So if this is your first time, just go to extensions, search Claude and install it. Then just click this icon and you are good to go. Next, you are gonna create one new empty folder in your computer and you are gonna do File, Open Folder. As you can see, I already opened mine, it's absolutely empty. Next, I'm gonna copy one single file called claude.md. This file is available in the first link in the description. And I'm gonna create one folder called References, and inside here we will upload all the screenshots of our desired website and the video we just created. Once you have your images and video inside this folder, all you have to do is create this website using a single prompt. And here is the prompt. Please create me the exact copy of the website I shared with you in the folder references and add the video as the hero section of the website. And when you are done, please open it up in Chrome so I can review it. So now Claude is gonna use its tools and start building. As the first step, it's gonna read each and every image from the upload that we have here from references. So it's gonna understand what type of website we want to build. If the video is too large, too big, it's gonna compress it down so that our website will be fast whenever we load it. And it's gonna start building the index HTML, and we're gonna see the first draft in our browser. We have a first version, so yeah, it took about 3 to 5 minutes, and it says, hey, it's live. I only built it locally, and this is the port. It's opened in Chrome. And this is how it looks like. As you can see, it's on port 4173. Let's check it out. It looks, for a one shot, looks really close to the original. So now all you have to do is inspect this website and make any changes. So let's say we want to build more or do any updates, right? So let's say I want to change the menu or add my own logo or link these buttons to the calendar, the real calendar. Let's go with the menu. Let's say I want to build more and I want to update a single part of my website, right, which is the menu. If you want inspiration for individual components, you can use this website called 21st.dev, and in the left-hand side, they have every part of a website that you can imagine. And I went to navigation menus and let's choose one that we like. Let's say maybe this one, right? So all I have to do is I will just copy this prompt and share it with Claude. And by the end of it, I'm expecting to have this exact effect on the website that we already built. Let's see how it looks like. So the prompt, it's in clipboard. And I'm gonna ask it, please update the menu and use this effect. And all of this part, it's the prompt from 21st.dev. If we don't like it, we can go back to the original at any moment in time, but I think it will make sense, right, when we hover, because we have a similar style when we have this login, we have this black shape, so when we hover, it will look the same, I think, yeah? Yeah, it's the same styling as the login. Let's see what Claude builds for us. We have one new update and says, please refresh your browser. This is what we got, and it looks very similar to what we asked. And you can use the same logic to update any part of the website to your liking. At this moment, we covered this part, right? So we used Claude. Claude wrote our prompt. We used one reference image plus the prompt from Claude, and the result was a video that we added to our website, right? And we added all of these three together, meaning the video plus the ideal website, again to Claude. So we covered this part right here as of now. Now, what if I don't have any reference images and I just want to use text to generate a video? Can I do this as well? Yeah, the answer is yes. So now let's move to the second website. We are gonna create the car rental one, but with no reference image. And here is the logic. Go to Claude, ask it to generate a prompt. This is the one I got, and I will also attach it in the first link in the description. And we have this one, pristine matte black electric car. It's very long, but it respected the same logic, meaning it describes every scene in detail. So every second, it's covered in the prompt. This is the key. From second 0 to 3, from 3 to 5, 5 to 7. So it covers every part of the 15 seconds. I click generate, the same, 16 by 9, 180p. And this is the result inside Higgsfield using Seedance 2. This is the model we used. So this time the generation was different, right? We only have text to video. We didn't use the prompt plus a reference image. I think this is really nice, but on the website, I think we will strip the sound. No sound at all. Now we will use this video as the hero section. So I went ahead back to Dribbble.com and this time I searched for car rental and they have quite a few options. The one I chose is this one and it's the same process. Save every one of these images. Let's see how it looks like. So download all these images to your computer. We are gonna use a new fresh folder. This time we are gonna call it demo for car rental and open the new empty folder inside the Visual Studio. This is mine, demo car rental, and it's opened. And we're gonna follow the same. We are gonna drag and drop Claude MD file. This file tells Claude how to behave in each and every session. It's like training an employee, right? If you were to hire somebody today, in their first day, you will have to train them so that they do the work in the manner that you like. This is the role of this Claude MD file. Now create the folder and drop all the images and the video. We are ready to rock and roll. We have all the images and our video in here. So this is how it looks like. Please build me this exact website that I shared with you in the folder called references and add the video in the hero section. Open it up in Chrome when you have the first version. And the website is now live on this port 4173. Let's check it out. This is how it looks like. It stripped out the sound, so every time I refresh, this 3D animation is starting yet again. Really nice. You can create these videos in any style that you like. So for example, maybe you want the car to rotate 360, right? So that's also an option. The only difference is you need a new prompt. So until now, we successfully completed the first two steps, right? We selected the original website for inspiration. We got the print screens. As of now, we created only the videos. And we prompted Claude to build our website starting from the reference screenshots plus video, right? But what if for assets, you also need images, right? So for example, on this website, if we scroll down a little bit, it looks very close to the original, but I will need more assets, right? So for example, here, I will want the same car that we have in the video, but from another angle. How can we achieve that? And I will need different cars here also, right? So you have two types of assets, the videos and the images. So you can go back to Higgs field and go this time to image generation model. You can go to GPT image 2 and create a new prompt with Claude, of course. So let's assume that you did all the updates to your website and you are now ready to publish. What we need to do is make this website live so you can share it with somebody else. We are gonna use GitHub and Vercel. Step 1, go to github.com and create one account. Then you're gonna create a new repository, give it a name. I'm gonna make it private as of now and create repository. Now scroll down and copy this command and give it to Claude. So just put this command in and ask Claude, hey Claude, please use this command and push all the entire code from this folder to my new GitHub repo. Once Claude is done, you can refresh that repo and you're gonna see all your files pushed from your local computer to GitHub. Next, go to vercel.com. You can log in with the GitHub account you just created or log in with your email, but make sure you use the same exact email because GitHub and Vercel are linked together. And go to Projects, New Project, and select the repo you just created from GitHub. Click Import and click Deploy. It's gonna take 1 or 2 minutes. Once it's finished, you will get one link like so. And at this moment, our website is live and you can grab this link and share it with a friend. If you want a custom domain, you can buy one from here, from Vercel, and host this website on your existing domain. So go ahead and explore the video generation capabilities of Seedance 2 and let me know what type of assets did you generate. Did you build actual websites or some e-commerce product videos? Let me know in the comments below.